Sports presents the NBA with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. Here we go. Now, Koulibaly. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. 4-on-3 break. Here's Abdul-Rahim. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Wright. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Rebound by Albuquerque. Wembanyama with it. From the arc. And the rejection by Ayton. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Wembanyama, right side. No, that's blocked. Fast break, here we go. It's tipped. Here's Ayton. Jackson from long range. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ayton with it. Now Wright defended. Fast break, here they come. Here's Kamare. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And now the first timeout called here for Albuquerque. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Koulibaly. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Back to Ayton. Misses the 3. Wembanyama outside. Banchero with the screen. And Victor Wembanyama hits from deep.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Pass to Koulibaly. Puts it up. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Now Wembanyama. Right sets a screen. Down low.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Ayton. It's deflected. And they'll keep possession. The 3 from Chalmers. From outside the arc. Koulibaly, no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Koulibaly. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game. 1:07 left here in the opening quarter. They set the pick. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Banchero missing. Outside Jackson. Pass to Chalmers. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Trying to get something going. There's Jackson with the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Ayton the screen. And the 3 ball is good. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. There's the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Leading by just 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
And Albuquerque making a change here. Chalmers looking around. And a miss there on the triple. Right outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so here's Albuquerque. Wembanyama outside. Launches it. Here's Kamara. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Kamare. Now Whitmore. And there's the drive. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
How about that denial by Paolo Banchero? Nice to see him put that frame to use.
Pass to Whitmore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Wembanyama. Over Jackson. They get it back. Richardson outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jaren Jackson. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here.
Checking in for Albuquerque.
Here's Kamare. And that one, good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Driving inside. Three-pointer. Mobo gets the basket. Mobo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Mobo. They set the pick. Right wing. Here's Whitmore. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Poked loose.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniffed that one out, knew exactly when to make the move. Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Pass to Ellison. And stolen by Richardson. To the left side wing. Here's Whitmore. No good on the 3. And they're moving it up. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And here's Richardson. Still without a basket. Back to Whitmore. This one for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Whitmore's got the lead up to 3 now for Albuquerque.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Richardson outside. Here's Kamare. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Black. Pass to Ellison. Here's Mobo. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. Seven seconds left in the first half. Kicks it out to Richardson. Over Reddish. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Whitmore, good on the jump shot. Whitmore's got the first basket of the third quarter for Albuquerque. Here's Kamare. Mobo with the rebound. Pass to Kamare. Here's Mobo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mobo's got 6 points.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Ellison, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team. Mobo. 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pass to Kamare. Here's Whitmore. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time. Here's Mobo. Count it, and the foul. That's on Cam Whitmore.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
There's the pick. Here's Kamare. Buries the long-range jumper. Kamare's got the game tied up here for Albuquerque. Here's Black. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Ellison. No good from outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Going inside.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first.
For the away team. Mobo. 2 shots.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Kamare. He has 7. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Ellison. Nailed from three-point land. Ellison's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's the screen. Took him no time at all on that one. And Albuquerque leads by 1.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Well, you've got to be able to attack the rim off the perimeter. Josh Richardson sending a message with that dunk.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Shooting for the away team.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Out to the right wing. Here's Kamare. 5 on the clock. To the right side. Here's Ellison. Pass to Black. Over Richardson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Black's got his second basket of the game. Whitmore with it. 10 points for him. So it's Richardson with the jam.
That's about focus. Josh Richardson finding a way to score through the contact.
Albuquerque shooting their first foul shot of the game. .115 left in the third quarter. Pass to Kamare. Back to Reddish. Here's Black. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mobo. Banked in off the glass. Mobo's got 15.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
They set the screen to the inside.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Pass to Kamare. Here's Reddish. Drops in the tray. 5 points in the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Kamare. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Mobo. Pass to Whitmore. Mobo can't hit.
Oh.
Here's Koulibaly. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. They lead by 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Now, here's Chalmers. Outside Jackson. Over Banchero. And Jackson gets it to go. Albuquerque trails by 4. And Benyama outside. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
On defense, the visitors. Here's Abdul-Rahim. 6 to shoot. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Chalmers. Outside Jackson. Good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Albuquerque's coach said to his team. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Koulibaly. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
Knocked away. Takes a 3. Rebound by Albuquerque. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Abdul-Rahim. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Ayton. Good on the triple. Ayton's got his first 3 points of the game.
heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Koulibaly with it. Looking for Banchero and gets it there.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Here's Wright. And finished off by Wright.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Ayton the screen. Banchero left side. Lock at 6. Here's Koulibaly. It's good from long range. Koulibaly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Koulibaly. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Jackson from long range. Rebound by Albuquerque. From past the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Right from outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. From deep three-point land. Offline. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one.
This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Outside Koulibaly. Three-pointer. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. And here's Albuquerque now. Back to Wembanyama. From the arc. Rebounded by Kamari. And from 16 feet away, he cans it.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. We played just over a minute here in the first. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Koulibaly. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Ayton to the paint. Kamari. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the... run.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Wembanyama screen. Here's Wright. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. Here we go. Outside Koulibaly. Inside. And that one's good. Chalmers has got 5.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Kamari. The 3 from Ayton. Pure from three-point range. Ayton's gotten his second bucket.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Here's Koulibaly. And it's off from three-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Koulibaly. Off the mark there with a 3. There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter.
Home team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
The 3 is up. Drills it from deep.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Jackson outside. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Koulibaly. The dive for the ball. Misses the 3. And they're on the run. Pass to Kamari. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Got it. Kamari's got 6.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And stolen by Banchero. It could go. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up by 15. And we'll bring you this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Pass to Jackson. Puts up a deep 3. The long-distance 3 is buried. 6 points for him.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with a great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down. And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Pass to Banchero. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Koulibaly. Sinks the tray. Koulibaly's got 8.
Well, this is a multi-skilled big man. DeAndre Ayton's passing better than you think it is.
And it's Koulibaly missing. There's the 3. Drains the triple. Koulibaly's got 6 points in the quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Wright. And again, it's Albuquerque missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And that one's good. Chalmers.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And the shot's good. Wembanyama's got his second basket.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Koulibaly. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And here's Wright from the arc. No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one. It's a one-on-one situation. And it's Chalmers missing. And here's Albuquerque now. 3-pointer. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. The 3. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
And Caro no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Beyond the arc. And that one's good. Koulibaly. 14 points for him.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And the mechanics Banchero has shown are already solid, which is what makes him a dangerous shooter.
Takes it inside. Chalmers. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Chalmers. Gets the 3 ball to go. Chalmers is... got 16 points now.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Here's Banchero. Nice move. And Aiden pulls it down. Right with a steal. To the inside. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Jackson outside. Counted from distance. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And that one's good. Koulibaly.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Banchero no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The 3 from Ayton. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. On offense, here's Albuquerque. It's tipped. And he stays with it. Yep, that one's good. 6 points for him. Pass to Jackson. From outside the arc. Knocks down the triple.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
He gets it up. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Richardson for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Here's the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Ellison. Gets the 3 to fall. Ellison's got his first 3 points of the game.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Outside Reddish. Let's go with a 3. And the 3-pointer goes. And here's Albuquerque now. Fires from the corner. Bobo with the rebound. Banchero left side. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
Assertive offense from Banchero. It's good that he isn't shy about working for his looks.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And he makes it on the layup. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Pass to Ellison. Back to Richardson. To halt the run. On target from range.
3 points.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Mobo gets the bucket.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Right side, Whitmore. Pass to Kamari. The three. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
The three from Banchero. He drops it from range. Banchero's got 7 points in the game.
Responding nicely with his own three, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
And here comes the break. He launches a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Banchero's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Kamari. The kick out to Richardson. To the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Into the lane. Kamari, that's good.
Kamari.
He's got 5.
Well, show me your vision, Josh Richardson. What a delivery.
Here's Black. No made baskets yet. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Pass to Kamari. From behind the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
There's a screen. Here's Whitmore outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs. Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Pass to Kamari. The steal. In transition. Here's Ellison. Finished off the break. Ellison's gotten his first points in this one.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Kamari. They get it again. Left side, Whitmore. Pass to Richardson. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Mobo with the rebound. And here they come. Here's Ellison. Jumps up. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time.
Richardson.
That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. These are his first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. Second team
First one
foul.
falls for him.
At the line for your home team, Cam Reddick.
He's perfect from the line this time. Right side, Richardson. To the right side. Outside, Whitmore. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Chalmers. Hits the trifecta. Chalmers has got 19 points.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
With the crossover. And it's good on the layup.
You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense and an easy 2 points on the board.
Here's Chalmers. No good on the triple. Pass to Whitmore. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Koulibaly. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Whitmore. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Kamare. And he gets it to go.
You can see what an active, lurking defensive presence DeAndre Ayton is. Nice play for his teammate there.
Ayton with a screen. Takes the three. Jackson outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by Kamare.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Stripped away.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Shot on the wing. Jackson gets the bucket.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Wright drives it.
Well, DeLon Wright taking advantage of that handle and that slithery ability to get through traffic. What a pretty drive.
Open shot, Banchero. Koulibaly up top. Banchero left side. 6 to shoot. The ball's knocked loose. Wembanyama's got space. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Pulls up. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
I'll tell you, when Wemby starts driving, how do you stop the pull-up? I mean, there's just no way.
Jackson can't get it to go. And here's Albuquerque now. From downtown. And Wembanyama with the three. Wembanyama's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The three from Banchero. The rebound by Jackson.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And so Banchero will bring it up for Albuquerque. The three from Wembanyama. And again, it's Albuquerque missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Koulibaly with it. Picked up by Koulibaly. Oh, got that one up quick.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
From deep, Wembanyama. The rebound by Jackson. And Ayton gets it to go.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
They set a pick. And here's Wright from the arc. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Outside Koulibaly. There's Jackson with the three. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Jackson on the wing. Launches it. The shot comes out. 3 on 3. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Lets the three fly. And it's Jaren Jackson Jr. with the three.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Pass to Koulibaly. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Jackson for three. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Outside Koulibaly. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive.